Hi all, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. Today's recipe is of chocolate and coffee cake. This is very simple and the chocolate cake is really moist and the coffee cream goes really well with it. So let's see what we need. So here I have all the ingredients which we need for the cake. So here I have 1 and 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. There is 2 cups of sugar, 3/4 cup of cocoa powder, 2 eggs, 1 cup milk, half cup oil, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Also here I have oiled and lined the tin with parchment paper. So I have 2 tins. If you have one big tin, you can bake it in the same and then cut the cake. And we'll need a stand mixie. You can also use a hand mixie, even that's fine. So in the bowl we'll add in the eggs, 2 eggs. Then goes in 1 cup of milk and half cup of oil. Now oil makes the cake more moist instead of using butter. Add in the 2 cups of sugar. You can also reduce the sugar to around 1.5 cup. It comes out perfect as well. Beat it on high speed for 2 minutes till it's all incorporated and frothy. Now if you don't eat eggs, you can substitute the egg with yogurt. At this point I'm adding vanilla. So for 1 egg you can use 1/4 cup of curd. So for 2 eggs we will need 2 cups of curd in this case. Once it's nicely beaten, then we'll sift in the dry ingredients in it. It's always preferred to sift the dry ingredients, so whatever lumps it has, it breaks out all the lumps and it aerates the flour a little bit. So in the sieve directly I'm adding 1 3/4 cups of flour. So this is 1/4 cup of measurement, so you need 3 cups of those. Then goes in baking powder and baking soda and salt. 3/4 cups of cocoa powder. This is unsweetened cocoa powder. All the measurements I will also mention in the description down below. You can check that out. Sift all the dry ingredients in the wet ingredients. As you can see, the cocoa powder has a lot of lumps, so sifting really helps to break down all those lumps. Once everything is added, give it a good mix. Now the batter is going to be a little liquidy because that's what's going to make the cake really moist. So don't worry about overbeating it because the batter is pretty thin. Now we still have to add liquid to this. So this is 1 cup of boiling water. Make sure your water is hot. As I said, this batter is going to be liquidy and the boiling water is going to make it nice and moist. Give it a good mix. Now we'll again beat it with the stand mixer for around 30 seconds, not more, till everything is well incorporated. So that's it. I've beaten it for around 30 seconds and our batter is ready. Just give it a mix with the spatula in case if anything is in the bottom. Now my tins are ready. Just eyeball the batter, divide it in both the tins, around half the tin. Pat it a little bit for the air bubbles to release. Now my oven was preheating at 350 Fahrenheit for 10 minutes and these will take anywhere between 25 to 35 minutes depending on your oven. Keep checking it after 25 minutes. Once the skewer comes out clean, your cake is ready. Now let the cakes cool down in the tin for at least 10 minutes. Now after 10 minutes, my cakes have cooled down a little bit. Run a spatula or a knife around the tin and demold the cakes. Remove the parchment paper and let the cakes cool down completely on a wire rack. Make sure to cool down the cakes completely. You can put it in the refrigerator for some time if you want. If you put the cream on frosting on the hot cake, it's gonna melt. Now till the cake is cooling down, we'll make the frosting. So here I've taken 4 teaspoons of coffee. To that I'm adding 4 teaspoons of sugar and 4 teaspoons of water. Beat all this for a few minutes, not more, so that the sugar melts and everything is nice and frothy. Give it a scrape down with a spoon just in case the sugar settles down, and beat it again. So here my sugar has melted and it's become a little frothy. To this I'm going to add 2 cups, which is around 500 ml of heavy cream, heavy whipping cream. You'll easily find this in any bakery shop or even online. Now beat this on high speed till it's nice and frothy. So here my cream has become thick. I will show you all. It's become thick, but it's not yet holding its shape. It's still running, so we're going to beat it for some more time. Now if you can see, the cream is holding its shape. Soft peaks have formed. So we'll beat it for a minute or so and our cream should be ready. Don't beat it, otherwise it's going to split. So I've beaten the cream for another minute and it's absolutely ready. As you can see, it's holding its peak. That's it, we won't beat it anymore. Just mix it lightly with the spatula. You can see how creamy and smooth it is. That's how we want it. Keep this in the refrigerator till the cakes cool down. Now my cakes have cooled down, my cream has also cooled down. Now on any plate or a surface where you want to assemble the cake, keep one layer of the cake, dollop some of the cream. Now I like a thick layer of cream in between, so I'm going to add a lot of cream. You can do it according to your liking. Even it out nicely with a spatula or any spoon, whichever you have available. Don't worry about the cream going to the edges. We are anyways going to cover the edges as well. Keep the second layer on the flat side on top. Dollop some more cream and spread it out evenly. Now in case where you stay it's pretty warm, the cream has a tendency to melt really fast, so you need to work a little fast. So we are going to make one coat, give it one coat and put the cream and the cake in the fridge so the cream settle down a little, and then we'll do the second coating. So once you've leveled the cake, put the cake in the refrigerator for at least an hour with the cream. So my cake is out from the refrigerator. I kept it for half an hour. We'll coat it again with the cream. Don't worry about hiding the cake too much with the cream. You can always do some piping work and even it out. So hide the cake as much as possible, but don't be very finicky about it. It's gonna anyways look pretty. Even out the top. Now with the help of a tissue or a kitchen roll, just clean off excess frosting from the sides. So here our basic layering is done. Now I'm going to pipe the remaining cream, so I'm using a star nozzle. So put the remaining frosting in a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, you can also use a Ziploc bag and pipe it out in whatever shapes you like. As I said, you can cover all the edges below with the piping, so it looks much more prettier and neater. So the piping is done. The cake is ready. You can decorate it the way you want. You can just sprinkle a little bit of coffee or cocoa powder. I'm sprinkling a little bit of chocolate chips on it. Even that tastes well and looks good as well. So my cake is decorated. Put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour or two for the cream to settle down completely, and your amazing chocolate and coffee cake is absolutely ready. It is so moist and delicious. It's very light. Everyone's going to love it. So here our simple chocolate and coffee cake is ready. I hope you like the recipe. If so, do hit the like button. If you've not subscribed yet, do consider subscribing. I will see you with another video. Till then, bye, take care, and thanks for watching.